We didn't grow up in the same country. Gabriel was in Ecuador.
Jess in Malaysia, but somehow two kids who were told different things about their future ended up in the same cockpit as the airline pilots in their 20s.
This is not just about flying airplanes.
It's about how life can change when you don't give up.
Even when the world tells you to.
Support helps, but it's the effort that carries you.
Sometimes you have to go against the odd to find the true self. Welcome back to The Baby Captains. Story time for this week. And we're going to share our journey of the beginning until we are reaching this phase, airline pilots.
So I'm Gabriel and I'm from Ecuador. When I was in high school, I got the luck from my parents and the support from my parents. My dad was already looking for flight schools for me, and he found a pilot, and then this pilot was a very good guide for me to find a flight school, to find a flight program, and I had like pretty much everything done without even doing nothing. So I got a lot of support from my parents in that side. And that support really helps, especially for someone who just finished high school or is about to finish high school and is not even sure about what to do.
I'm jealous, to be honest, guys. For me, it's the other way around. I was born and raised in Malaysia, a family that wanted me to become doctor, engineer, teachers, kind of like a safe career, a proud title to the family. When I raised up my voice and telling them that I wanted to fly, the answer was no. Hell to the no. I have to do the research on myself, trying to figure out where to go if I really wanted to pursue my flying career, and then how much paperwork as well, the visa, student visa as an international student initially. So all those things that has to come down on me, myself, trying to figure out when I was the age of 18 as well.
And we finally made it. I came to the States in 2018. I just turned 18 a couple weeks ago, and then
young.
And then I moved here. Luckily, I had my father for the first week, so it was like good, like go to the grocery store and just buy something, to survive. It was great, but you face many challenges, and you really learn how to adult at a young age. Independence makes you grow a lot. So pretty much leaving your comfort zone makes you grow faster than you expect.
Independence is built one uncomfortable step at a time. I was never taught how to separate my clothes into the laundry. Whenever I go to my training lessons, some of my friends or the instructors will have comment, hey, why your ink stain still on your white uniforms? You have to learn how to do your laundry and then also compare the price when you buy groceries. And what a culture shock to me is that you will find frozen pizza, frozen vegetables, frozen thing that I have never came across when I was in Malaysia. So those stuff that you have to learn throughout the adulting phases. So this journey isn't just about learning how to fly, but learn how to survive at your own. Mom, we have made it.
You'll have good days, but you also have failures during the training. I remember my first license was very tough. For private license, I remember we had a friend, Francisco, and I had Lourdes, my roommate.
My student.
Her student. Like, we were struggling with that, like, private pilot. I feel like specifically, like the terminology and the first time learning about aviation, everything is new to you. It was hard for us to learn the first things. Private was hard. But, we make friends, we had memories, and we became roommates, all of us, and we used to live in our house, and some stories there.
In the journey, we definitely face a lot of failures. For me, example, I do fail my check rights for my first certificate, the private pilot license, and then it also triggered me to doubt that is pilot really a true career for me.
I think it's a career, or it's a license that makes doubt everyone, because you come with the idea of, it's like driving a car or something, but it's way harder than that. I remember some people, they might just think, it's just go fly and that's it. maybe you're good at flying, but it's also a lot of theory that you have to learn. And
Very
it's
true.
it's a lot because we have an oral exam and
Written exam.
written exam, but I feel like the oral was the hardest one because you had an examiner next to you
Agree.
asking you questions that you should know. And yeah, if you don't know, you're supposed to open the book and everything, but you know, like you don't want to look at the book every single question.
That is very true.
So it's a tough one. I passed. Don't ask me how, but it really makes us doubt. I remember it was like with Lourdes, it was like, we don't want to fly today. We're gonna take the day off because we're like, oh, the weather is bad. It's like it's okay.
I hear you.
It was a tough one.
It looks very tough when it's up close, but it's real. You're just gonna hold on to it.
So reaching our 1,500 hours, we had a timeline in life that really changed our life.
The pandemic in 2020. It put everything in my life into a stop, where even go to an extreme side. I left the States, going back to my hometown, Malaysia, doing nothing related to the aviation for about 2 years. Detours make me tougher, but that just proved to me that how much I really wanted this pilot career to becoming true.
You're working on those little steps. Even if you don't see the finish line, they are always adding up to you. But good things came at that time, which was 2022. And we had a boom hiring on 2022. So all those years that we were working, waiting, and we didn't even see a finish line, we had a high peak hiring season where we were ready and when we took the opportunity there.
I actually failed my interviews too. Not once, twice. And it also hit me hard. But then, thanks to friends, families, that's surrounding me in my circle, supporting me, including Gabriel as well. Get back up and then trying to prepare it again. And that's how we both get the call. Hey, you're hired. Come in. We'll schedule the class date for you. And that's like once in a lifetime ticket as well.
By 2022, we had the hours, everything that we worked in the past few years. We were ready. We took the interview. We took a chance and then we were in the airlines.
Timing matters, but persistency matters too.
Reaching the airlines, it was just the beginning of a new world for us. Everything that we thought that we were ready and knew, yes, it helped. It was the beginning of a learning season for a new airline, new procedures, new policies, new everything.
Yeah, new everything.
Going back to a different plane, everything is different.
Yep.
And you were completely lost, just like a private pilot. Systems, trying to figure out the systems, reading the book, and sometimes understanding, sometimes not. Sometimes asking questions to people that they already flown the airplane, asking your instructors, but also you have a timeline to reach. And it's like so fast.
Yep.
I remember it's like study, and then boom, you're done. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so fast.
Getting the call, getting the class schedule has been set. I was all excited to get to the class, but again, another hit on my career. The company announced that they're gonna be prioritizing those experienced captains and new hired first officer that is also already experienced in the jet flying, just to fulfill the demand for current. And then after that, they will be back to train all those fresh hired first officer, which I was one of them. So again, make me doubtful that, all right, another slowdown, And then when will I be finishing off my training? But thankfully, everything works out after they call me back for a little pause. And then I was able to finish the training. And I remember my first time stepping into a jet, looking to the passengers. That was an overwhelming feeling. And my line check pilot, he was trying to calm me down. So he was jokingly saying that, Chin, do you want me to make a PA telling them that today we have a fresh first officer, first time, first day in the cockpit, and and we'll be flying you 50 passengers together all the way to Lynchburg. I was like, no. And yeah, that breaks the ice, and also making me realize that, hey, you know what? The dreams has become true, but it isn't made it easy. It is just proving me keep growing and keep moving forward.
Reaching the goal doesn't mean you're done and it just ends. It just means the goal is gonna change. So now you are an FO, but there's a new thing coming up. You might become a captain. You might go to the major airline, or it can be fly bigger airplanes. You know, there's always changes on there. And then people might think, oh, you guys, you know, what are you doing with your life?
No.
We are just working on that too. We have been working hard, yes. We have put the effort, but we are still working on that. And then now that we're in this position, it's always a good time to look back. All the memories that we had, all the family, friends, and the support that we got from them, and be grateful.
Totally agree, Gabriel. Yes, looking back at time, I wouldn't have imagined. What if I listened to my parents, stay in Malaysia, study medicine, don't take the risk? What would I be, or where will I be today? But after I made all those hard work, tears, sweat, checklists, studying at midnight, all those hard work has been paid off. It is a proud moment to my parents when they first introduced to their friends and family, telling them that, yeah, my daughter is a pilot. That moment really made me realize that, it is a step forward, but then also keep humble, continue learning, and that's what this pilot journey has been teaching me.
Yeah, I remember, I feel like a very proud time. It was when we had our graduation. Our families from all over the world, they came. and it was funny, you know, your mom came from Malaysia, your aunt, and then, you know, it's something that it doesn't happen every day. And I remember my dad, he was like calling all his siblings. And he's like, hey, you want to come to the graduation? I'm like, hey, I only have 4 invitations. I don't have more space for everyone. So yeah, they are very proud about that. But after we've been working in the airline, we had this, Jess had the idea of sharing this information, or, you know, sharing this on either on a blog or a YouTube channel or a website, anything, you know. And I remember she kept dreaming on this and saying this, hey, I'm gonna start working on this. And I'm like, I was the opposite. I'm like, good luck, girl. Good luck with the website. I believe this year, somehow it just came to my mind. I was like, okay, you want to do it? All right, stop dreaming. Let's do it now. and then she's like, yeah, but I want to do it like for real. Like I don't want to make it a joke. I want to make it good. I want to make it. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then I don't even know when did we do our first video. It was just like, all right, we have to start working now and have one. And then we started planning, and then that's how we became with the baby captain. Yeah,
time passed, and then it just made me realize that how opposite we are.
I would have never think that I would be blogging or recording with
showing
a Malaysian, someone from the other part of the world, and an Ecuadorian. And then we just met in flight school. She was an instructor of my friend. Then somehow we ended up going to the same university and also the same airline.
Company.
And now it's like, it's so much fun. We really enjoy it. For all of the young ones, don't wait. Just act on it. Just do it. Just work for it.
Yeah, this is the message that we want to send out in this video. And also a quote from Taylor Swift. You don't always get all the things that you have selected in the back of your life, but maybe sometimes you will get things that are much more unexpected, or maybe they are much more better. Our story isn't just about becoming pilots, it's about facing fear, failing, getting back up, and chasing something bigger than comfort.
Maybe your dream isn't flying airplanes, but the lesson is the same. Don't quit too early, because when the opportunity comes, you'll be ready. Don't wait for the perfect timing, make yourself ready.
Your story is written in the moments you refuse to give up.